So where is people? All I see.
One side, your comments there.
What of numbers?
Yeah.
Okay. The video is on.
Yeah.
But audio is still not on.
It's on now.
You were letting me talk since. Put IG live. They put IG live. Hello everybody, how are you guys doing? Sandra, how are you? Selena, Walter, how are you? How are you guys doing? Mario Kun, how are you? Sorry, I had to rush from a meeting. We're having the UK volunteer meeting. Hey, Wholesome Sexuality, how are you? Sorry, so we had to shift this one to 9:30. I hope people are still able to join. So let anybody that needs to be here know that we're out here. So hey, this is just some Q&A that I want to do. What's happening? This is just some Q&A. No, we're not using it long. I just want to advertise. No, so don't need to. So this is just some Q&A. So you can type in your Q and your questions, and we will take it. We will take it. All right. Just type it in the chat, and we'll take some Q&A just for a few minutes. I just wanted to hang out with you guys a bit. Hey, so Instagram, we're on YouTube. So if you want to join, please come to YouTube. We're doing Q&A for a few minutes. So you know the channel for the Q&A is Kingsley. What Q&A? Is it question and answer?
Yeah.
So did you type it? Type it here and pin it. Type it out. Okay, type it and send so that I'll put it. So YouTube, you have to. Instagram, you have to come to YouTube. We're on YouTube. That's why we're doing the Q&A. How do I know he's the one? Come to YouTube. I'm not answering Instagram question. I'm just telling people on Instagram that I'm on YouTube. All right. So quickly rush. Gideon is typing the handle so that you will see it. But it's very easy to find. What's happening? Have you typed it?
Yes.
All right. So for Instagram guys, come and join us here on YouTube. So that's what we're doing the Q&A. So YouTube, ask your questions now. Let us start. Instagram, come over right here. Paul Bolo, how are you doing? Been a minute. Okay, somebody's saying, I recently came across your teachings and I love them. My question is this. Is it too late to do it right? As a divorced mom of 4, can I start over and still get it? Very well. Very, very well. You can. You can. And you have the benefit of experience. You have the benefit of experience. So you can even do it well. You don't happen to the thing you posted. That's gone. Thing I pinned.
Still pinned.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. So yes, you can. So don't let that discourage you. You have to work on your mentality, your mindset, so that you won't feel, oh, I'm discouraged or I'm disadvantaged. No, once you can deal with the mental barrier, then you are good. All right, you are good to go. So it says, at what age should a girl start thinking of a relationship? Well, from when you are a teenager, 18ish, 19ish, you start thinking. It's thinking you said, oh. So Instagram, I'm going to shut down in 2 or 3 minutes. So Instagram, come to YouTube. That's the handle to come to. So please come on YouTube. I'm going to shut this down in a few minutes. Come to the Q&A. This whole page is dedicated to that. So I'm just greeting you here on Instagram. I'm going to shut this down and go to YouTube in a few minutes. All right. So you guys should come. Okay. So at what age starting? You start thinking when you're a teenager, as long as it's thinking. But in terms of starting, I think you should start a relationship when you are ready to get married. When you're getting ready to get married. So because people are on different levels, I can't give an age per se. But from experience, if you marry too early, from experience and statistics, if you marry too early, there's a high chance you are marrying for the wrong reason because you're not fully developed. You don't even know much about life. You don't even know much about your life. So if you are making that kind of permanent decision, because that's kind of thing marriage is like a permanent decision. you know, that early most of the time. Somebody said the sound is breaking. Is that true? You know, please guys confirm that all of you can hear me well, or let's know whether it's the person's own sound that has problem. Two different people have said sound has issue. Please, is sound okay? I have issues with sound on YouTube or Instagram. I'm talking to you. I'm shutting Instagram down now. All right. So, some people say it's clear. All right. So don't enter too early. All right. So for sure, don't enter too early. Statistically, the younger you are when you enter a relationship, the more likely it is to be wrong because what you're thinking at that age. You check your life now. When you were 19, 20, 21, compare your thinking to when you're 25, 28, it changes. And even though it changes all through life, however, just like drinking, if you notice, they say, oh, people that are not 18 should not drink. People that are not 20 or 18 should not smoke. People that are not 18 should not even vote because they can't trust what you're going to vote. You're going to vote rubbish. So they say you can't vote at 18. So what they're trying to say, they're trying to say that there's some maturity of thought that comes with age, or at least that's expected to come with age. So, start thinking of marriage from when you're a teenager, but in terms of really getting married, from 18 and start learning, start reading books, start doing things, attending seminars. But in terms of marrying, I would say, I can't cast this in stone, but off the top of my head, I'll say for a lady, she should be looking at anything from 24, 25, 26, if she's properly exposed to maturity and responsibility, homekeeping, parenting, the real responsibility of marriage, not all this twerking and makeup that girls are doing now. If you're really exposed to real stuff, responsibility, paying bills. For a guy, I would say anywhere around 28, 30. If we, again, depends on level of exposure and maturity. Sometimes a 38-year-old man is a baby. He can't make a decision. He still has to come ask mama, what's mama saying? That's a baby, no matter his age. So hope that helps. So Instagram, I'm signing up now. Come to YouTube. That's the, it's not my YouTube account. I've pinned the account. I've pinned the account there. It's pinned on my page. Just search question and answers with PK and PM. It's very easy. And it's even, it's very, very easy. All right. So go search it and let's meet up there right now. All right. So I'm going to shut down IG in the next 2 or 3 minutes. Let me take one more question. Sorry, guys. The questions are scrolling past, so hope I'll be able to catch them. Pastor, why am I attracting married men and people's man? Okay, I don't know for sure. Nowadays, everybody toasts everybody, no matter how married they are, how old they are. So that's one. Number two, I don't know if you're giving a body language of vibes that is making them feel, that's okay. Sometimes some people's character, behavior opens them up to such things. So, are you smiling with people you shouldn't be smiling with? Are you laughing with people you shouldn't be laughing with? Trust me, it's not everybody they toast. I can guarantee you that. It's not everybody they toast. So check how you're conducting yourself, how you're dressing, how you are behaving. That matters. I'm 22 years old. How do I tell my African parents I'm in a relationship? Well, that's the point. If you're afraid to tell them, then I'm already worried about your maturity. Start behaving mature. Do you have a job? Are you making sound decision for your life? Then just tell them. Tell them. Tell them. There's no shortcut. But you see, you must be properly prepared to handle maturity and marriage and things that are associated. But okay, is there a time frame you must have before you consider to marry a girl? No, there's no fixed time for courtship. It just depends how ready you are. But okay, a girl claims to like you, but her behavior does not match with her words, and it leaves uncertain about how she truly feels as a Christian. Should I show her patience? I'm worried that what do you mean by she? Is she the one proposing to you or asking you out? That will be a problem. Oh. So I need more details. Is it okay to date a guy who is your age mate? Yes, you can date a guy who's your age mate, as long as both of you understand the demands of marriage. All right. What should a woman do when she is not out in person? When she's not out in person, doesn't get to meet new people for a relationship? Be involved as much as you can where you can. So in your church, online on pages that you find interesting. So if you are on my page, for instance, when I post something, make a comment, not just an emoji, what they call that thing. Make a proper comment. Those things that you think, write it. Post on your page, post on your status. Engage as much as you can. All right, come out there. People can't marry who they don't know. All right, so you have to do your best to be as involved as you can be. All right. Um, what can someone do to help a partner who likes ghosting when he's going through things? Ghosting back. That's how to help him. Ghosting back. If you're not married to people like this, you need to spell out how you like to be treated. One of the things I discover is that people, pretend to be okay with certain things and later now get tired of being okay with it. You can't teach people you're okay with something and then later want to change. All right, Instagram, God bless you. Come to YouTube. Look it up. You can't, make somebody feel okay. You can ghost me for 2 weeks or for 1 week and come back and we'll continue talking. If the moment you continue with the person, you've taught them, you've shown them that that is fine. So you can't get tired of that. So women make that mistake particularly a lot of times. All right. Women just pretend a lot when they want to get married. Just they go along with everything, only to call me 5 years into the marriage that they want to change something that they built from foundation. So that's the problem. All right. So anything that you can't take now, don't take it and spell it out. If the person is not changing, then that's your red flag. Stand your ground. Please, how do I get hard copy of all your books? Amazon delivers, and if you're in Nigeria, just send a message to our contacts or pages. We would get that to you. You went up. Have I done answer to those ones? I'm getting married in 2 months, and I'm not excited at all. I think I no longer want my fiance. See, I don't feel butterflies in my belly. I've been feeling this since intro. Well, have you done premarital counseling? You need to talk to a counselor. We need to find out what's going on. Sometimes it's just people generally get cold feet when they find out I'm really getting married. They get cold feet because they might have commitment issues. They might have phobia of some sort for marriage. Some other times it's actually a genuine fear. It's actually a genuine fear because you are seeing some signs that are bothering you. So we need more details to be able to really, really help you. Where am I? What is the appropriate? How do you know when God tells you He's your husband? This is a very good question. Um, how has God been leading you before? Does God lead you? Has God led you in any other thing before, or the first time God is ever going to lead you? It's about marriage. Has God led you on anything before? That's the question. Has God led you on any other thing before? If God, has been leading you, how has He been leading you? All right. Is God has been leading you? How has He been leading you? So that's the question. But if God has never led you, then it's too risky for marriage to be the way God will lead you. Go and learn from scripture, from good teachings. There are many good messages out there. We even have some that talks about how God leads. So you need to work with that. God actually told PM that I was her husband, but God led her through the normal way He leads her, which is through the word. Me also, I feel God led me through the normal way God leads me, which is giving me peace over the issue. Now, but beyond leading, there are also principles. There are also principles. This person you're calling husband, is he proposing to you? Does he have the character and the other things? You see, we can't judge. All of us cannot judge God's leading in your life. We can't judge it because we're not there. We don't know whether you're lying. We don't know that it's your emotions. We don't know that it's your flesh. We don't know that it's your mind or your desires. We can't judge God's leading, but we can judge God's wisdom. What does this mean? This person doesn't meet the basic criteria for a good husband, and it's there in scripture. I have taught things like this in my books. 7 questions wise women ask. There is who should I marry? 25 wrong answers. So also check God's wisdom. All right, God's wisdom is. I would generally bet more on God's wisdom than on what you claim God is leading you, because I can't count how many people have told me God led them somebody's marriage and it wasn't true at all. It wasn't true what just a desire. They like the girl, so they were seeing her in the dream. Of course, if you like the girl, you will see her in your dream. Because you're thinking about, or the same thing with the guy. So I hope that makes sense. But I have a full message titled "God Told Me to Marry You," and that will help you. What's the next one? What time is appropriate for a man to introduce his girlfriend, fiancé to his parents? Is 3 months a good time? As long as you're ready to marry this person. So what I normally teach is let your counselors or pastors or whoever is more relevant to the choice know first before you tell your parents. Your parents is like last bus stop. It's like your parents are not checking per se, are not helping you pray to check out the person. They're the last authority uh, gate. So I don't advise you go to them first. I advise you talk to people like your pastors or counselors that are in the screening process with you, so that if the person is not doesn't pass that stage, you should even go to your parents. All right. So talk to all those people. If those people to agree and you're ready to marry, once you cross all those hurdles, then start introducing her gradually to your folks. All right, the earlier the better. As long as you've done your due diligence. Okay. But okay, please, if you have been talking to a guy who was in a relationship and you were also in one, but you both are no longer in the relationship again, what do you think should be the next step? I don't understand. You are just talking. As long as he knows you're no more in a relationship and you know he's no more in a relationship, he has to make the first move now in terms of um in terms of asking you out or making his intentions known. All right. So once that is done, then I think you guys are good to go. But the guy generally is supposed to take the lead. All right. How should a woman deal with her husband's infidelity? Husband always going back to his ex and giving the vibes of he he is going to marry them. Okay, you definitely have issues in the marriage. All right, this is not just about this particular thing you mentioned. There's foundational issues. You guys are not living like married couples. You're not behaving like married couples. So, um, is there any authority figure that can speak to this guy? How did you guys even start this relationship or marriage? Does this guy still want to stay married to you? There are a lot of foundational things we need to deal with. All right, beyond just this issue. So, what level of willingness does this guy have? If he's no more interested in marrying, then he should let you know. So I think there's a lot to deal with. I'll definitely need more details. Um, I told him about my feelings, and he keeps saying I should not worry that that will be fine. Okay, I don't know what you mean by your feelings. Or is this person that asked about ghosting? I don't know. Lolade, okay, I think it's a continuation, Abby, of what she asked before. If you told him about your feelings and he say you should find, don't be fine. You stand your ground. All right. Yeah. Oh, okay. Said this one. I'm getting married in 2 months. I'm no more. And who you should talk to is the counselor, not him. It's not. You shouldn't tell. It's not about telling him your feelings. No, you should talk to a professional. The professional will help you find out why you're feeling like that. Okay. If you're not feeling sure about who you want to marry, professional will help you find out why. So it's not the guy you should tell, really. Okay. Okay. Where are we? If you earn less than your spouse as a man, can she can she deny him of intimacy or even touch in the name of motivating the spouse? Again, this thing show that you guys have relationship problems. Your spouse is not somebody you are torturing. You are no, you are a team. It doesn't matter who earns what. You are a team. Okay? You are a team. So work on that. Work on that. Work on the team spirit and look for other ways to motivate him. I don't think you should punish or torture your spouse. All that is a wrong spirit. It's the wrong spirit of what marriage is about. You're a team. You're meant to care for each other and bless each other, not And if you don't like your finances, your husband or wife is not your source. Look to God to provide for your family. Don't. When you're looking at to a man and wife, yeah, you're putting the person under pressure. Now, of course, they should work, but sometimes people are out of job for a long time. This is what marriage is that people don't know. Think it's fun fair. No, it's you inheriting all assets and liabilities, all, whether good or bad. I've been dating this guy for a year and 5 months, and he says he's not ready to be committed. What should I do? Oh man, I've answered this question a million times. What do you mean by dating? Ladies, I've taught you so many times. I don't know what I should do. Don't be available for dating. Don't be available for dating. I've told you, ladies. Don't be available for dating, be available for marriage. What you should do is that be friends with someone until they're able to define what they want. And what they want is not dating. Don't you? I don't know how to, I wouldn't understand it. It's like somebody coming to a car show and say, a car shop and saying, "Oh, do you want to buy a car?" I said, "No, I just want to test drive. Give me a car I'll be using every week to see." No, no, no car dealer does that. No car dealer does. So there's a difference between, so what a car dealer can do, the best a car dealer can do for you is to allow you test drive the car for like some minutes. What that is, the equivalent of that in a human relationship is you can go on a date, but you cannot be dating indefinitely without plan. No, you can go on one date. Oh, let's go for lunch. Let's go and watch a movie. You know, that's fine. That's one event. And talk some more. In talking some more, both of you can decide if, oh, is this kind of person I want to spend my life with? He too decides that. Then you decide from there if we're going to remain as friends or we're taking the next level. Not that you are dating, somebody's dating you. Mostly, what you mean by this is that you guys are sleeping together. You're probably cooking for him. You're doing all the wifely things, and you know, for 1 year and 5 months. Of course, how will he be ready to be committed to you? I don't know if you understand it. You are all benefits have he's totally demotivated. Why would you want to marry? You know, men don't want marriage. I've told ladies this all the time. Men don't want marriage. Men want sex, good food, things like that. They don't want marriage. They want marriage is commitment. Marriage involves hard work. Men are not dreaming of marriage. No, women don't understand it. Women, you are the only one dreaming of marriage. This is why you must protect your interest. Do not give out your goods before the time. I've taught this a million and one times. So you can't be dating of 1.5 years. Of course he's not ready to be committed. Of course he's not. You're giving all the benefits. Of course he's not. And even if you casually him and I'm twisting to marry, you're going to have the normal, average, boring marriage people have. You're going to have that of an unwilling and so please, ladies, don't be available for dating. I've said this a million times, be available for marriage. What dating or courtship is really for us as Christians, we don't really call it dating, call it courtship. What it is just the time from when you agree to marry to when you marry. That is what it is. It's not for you to be testing each other. 1.5 years of testing. He has tested. And if he doesn't marry now, another person will continue to test again. You don't marry, another person will continue to test again. By the time you reach your final owner, they have finished his thing for him. They have finished his thing. The caramel has finished, chocolate has finished, just small vanilla remaining. Come on, guys. Makes no sense. All right, end that thing today, and know that you're available for marriage for somewhere else. That guy just wasting your time. And if you're serious, he will commit. Before you even start a relationship, date must be clear. That's how I propose. I don't know how people do this thing today. That's how I propose. I proposed with date. My proposal was, how does August sound in your spirit? I proposed with date. And by August truly of that year, we were married traditionally. And September 3rd, we were married legal and church. That's how to do it, guys. So not we're dating. What does that mean? What does that mean? He should commit to what? He's not dating you. He has reached his bus stop. Do you understand? He has reached where he's going. You are the one that wants to continue the journey. He's dating. He's getting all the benefits. Men don't want marriage. They don't want to see you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. No way. Just want sex from time to time. And he's getting that, I'm sure. Where am I? Is it appropriate? Where am I? You're moving this in. Yeah. Okay. Is it appropriate for parents to hang out with their biological children and the other parent without the spouse present, along as everyone agrees? I don't understand the question. Move to the next one. Is a talking stage with someone. Okay, I'm in a talking stage with someone, but the energy he's putting into communication doesn't match with mine. I made a decision to stop calling him starting from tonight. You are the one that have been calling him. You're the one that have been calling him. So that's the first problem now. Don't move this in, Gideon. I'm going to read that question, so don't worry. You're the one that have been calling him. So you need to go and binge on all my YouTube channels. That time I used to call him, I used to watch all my YouTube, I order all my books. You're already doing the wrong thing. You can't be the one calling him. Ladies, guys are never confused. I need to know guys are rarely are guys confused. If they're not chasing you, they are not chasing you. That they've answered you. You don't have to ask what are we. He has answered from his behavior. Men go after what they want. Trust me, men are not confused. So stop calling him. Definitely stop calling him. Don't chase him. In fact, the person asked this question. So go and watch the YouTube video I posted today. The latest video on my YouTube channel today. Go and watch it. That's on my Kingsley Okonkwo channel. All right, go and watch it. Somebody said Pastor K is Gideon single. You too go and watch the video I posted today. Go and watch the video I posted today. You see, these are the things I'm saying. As a woman, you don't chase a man. Please do not do that. You degrade, you reduce your price. I don't know how to explain it to you guys. Can you guys picture? Can you picture Ferrari or Rolls Royce sellers knocking at people's door? Say, we're selling Rolls Royce. We don't know if you want. Do you know the moment they do that, I can price anything. I can say, make I give you 100K. The moment they do that, price has reduced. Price has reduced. If you're selling things like that, your exclusivity is part of the value, how you maintain your value. You don't go and ask if a guy is single. No, you don't do that. All right. You learn to manage your desires, learn to manage your attraction, learn to manage those things. That's what makes you a wise woman. Because even when you marry, it doesn't mean attraction will not stop. You see, so if your ability to see the way this life works, all the things God teaches us to do when we are single is part of what helps us in marriage. So you don't, it doesn't matter whether Gideon is single or not. Has he proposed to you? Is he interested in you? If he's not, then they see. And once you are so fixated, you need to go and watch my videos. I dealt with this. Once you are fixated on things like that, you're going to miss the Gideon near you because you're looking at the Gideon here. You're going to miss the one near you because you are fixated on one and looking at. How can married couples build trust once broken? And how come one avoid bringing up past events when you feel history is being repeated? I suspect in that kind of case, you need what they call infidelity recovery. That's what you need. So it's not something we're going to deal with just by quick answer question here. Question and answer here. You need infidelity recovery. So, and trust can be repaired if the offending party is not ready to repair it. So those are the things. If the person is not ready yet to change, then there's nothing you can do. All right. Why is it that church girls end up marrying narcissists? Because they don't listen to messages. They don't listen. They are making the same mistake. And it's not just church girls. It's all girls. Let me tell you, ladies, singles people here. Guys need to manage their sexuality. Ladies need to manage their emotions. So it's just simple as that. It's as simple as that. Managing your emotions is the secret to success in life, not even just relationship. So when people out of emotion marry someone because they just feel compelled, they just feel, oh, I can't survive, I must marry, I'm getting old, and you marry someone. So I usually don't jump on those wagon of narcissistic men. Who are the people marrying narcissistic men? That's my own discussion. My discussion is not how to deal with narcissistic men. My own is, why did you go and marry a narcissistic man? You are the first problem we must address. Because women like to play victim. They jump into any situation, then they say, hey, blue mother, no. How did you marry a killer? Write a book for us on how I married a killer. Don't play victim and put the problem on the narcissist. No, narcissist was on his own, JJ, and you went to marry him. So tell us all about it. That's the first. So managing your emotions is crucial. Managing your emotions is crucial, and take responsibility. People don't like that. You want to blame somebody else for where they are. No, you must take full responsibility. There's a tweet like that. Take responsibility for your tweets. Remember? Have you posted? Have you done it?
I've posted it, but I've not.
I have to put it on Instagram. Take responsibility. Is our responsibility. Is it ideal to marry a guy who is 10 months younger than you are? Yes, you can marry a guy younger than you are. If both of you have an understanding of the roles you need to play in each other's life, and as a man, as a woman, and you're ready to keep it, then there's nothing. I have a video on YouTube again titled How Age Affects Relationship. Please feed on my YouTube channels. I'm not saying this because of my channel. I'm saying it because I've dealt with so many things that will be a blessing to you. Okay. How do you manage a hot-tempered lady? By running away, referring her to a therapist, referring her to a counselor. I've seen many people trying to play therapist to do what they want to do. You can't cure the person. Let them talk to a professional. If they are hot tempered, are they ready to deal with their hot temper? Have they even agreed they have hot temper? That's what I'm saying. Don't marry the person now. Tomorrow tell us, oh, they have this temper. You knew it was uncontrollable before. Why did you drag all of us into it? How do we know the right person to date and marry, even when there is no one in your life? I've prayed and fasted. Yeah, keep being available, but even know the qualities you are looking for and position yourself. Okay. Have you read enough books? You said you have prayed and you have fasted, but you didn't write here now that you've attended seminars or you have read books. So do that also. All right, and be well positioned. You'll find someone. All right, and be patient. Keep preparing. Keep preparing. Don't let panic make you just jump into anything you see. Um, why are some of our parents so keen on marrying from your culture? Oh, good. The reason is because you need to understand that people's experiences in life are different. People's experiences in life are different. So, a lot of people, especially the people of old, they found a lot of security in marrying their tribe, especially those people that are in like my own parents' generation. They fought in the Biafra War. They saw war. So they saw Yorubas fighting Igbos. They saw Hausas fighting Igbos. They saw all these things going on. So tribalism was strong. It's still strong now. We saw it in the last election, but it was crazier that time. So they just feel it's safer to marry their culture. Now that is not necessarily sound advice because marrying your culture is not a guarantee of a good marriage. What you should marry is somebody that is a Christian like you, a real Christian, not a nominal Christian, not somebody that has a Christian name. I mean, a real born again Christian. That's the strongest tribe if they are genuinely Christian, because we have a clear code of conduct called the Bible. So that's why your parents say that. So you don't have to do that. I always share the story of how I counseled a young lady, pretty tall, slim, fine lady, married with about 4 kids, divorced now, with about 4 kids or thereabout, very young. And I asked her, how did you even get into this situation? She said, there were four daughters. Her parents told them, you must marry from our tribe or from our town, self, not even our tribe. And that the only person still married amongst the 4 sisters is the one that didn't obey that advice or didn't take that advice. The rest of the 3 of them that took that advice are all divorced. So your parents are passing the best of their knowledge, but sometimes that knowledge is outdated in reality. So you can't take it like me or like your parents advising you on technology. They can't help you. You know how phone was those days. You thought it like "Grrr." Some of you don't even know that exists. They can't help you. They can't help you. All right. So you need to make sure you're not working with outdated advice. All right. I recently broke up with my boyfriend because I noticed he's nice to outsiders more than me financially. And when I ever talked to him about it, he gaslight me. We dated for 3 years and had been like that. Did I over you are the one putting yourself in a difficult situation for the whole 3 years. Why don't you even like yourself? You need counseling. We need to talk to you. Why don't you like yourself? Why you even depend on him financially? It's a lot. Ladies have there's something I have to tell you. I've told you over and over again. All this let a man, you're fooling a man that he can pay all your bills, you can't pay anything. You are entering slavery, oh. You need to know the terms and conditions of all these deals. A guy that is fully financially responsible for you, is above accountability. It means you can't hold him accountable for anything. He's going to acquire you like furniture in the house. Nobody is accountable to his furniture. If my bed doesn't see me for 2 days, doesn't really come ask me where did you go? He cannot ask me where did I go. Whenever your bed sees me, he takes me. I bought the bed. If your husband buys you like that, you don't contribute anything financially. You're just a furniture like other furniture he bought in the house. You're not going to hold him accountable for anything. He's going to do anything he wants to do. That's not a partnership. So ladies, don't ever put yourself in that situation. I don't think as ladies you should be thinking of marriage if you're not even earning. Be working. Get my book titled 7 Things I Badly Want to Tell Women. It'll be a blessing to you, okay? Where am I? I didn't get the answer to the age. Is it okay to marry a too gentle master? I feel he won't be able to protect the family. It depends. His personality is probably like that, and it will work if you have a strong personality. If you have a strong personality, then you guys are a perfect fit. Opposites usually attract. So yes, there's some men that are laid back. And thank God we're not in the days of where people just rob anybody. If you live in a civilized society, then police will protect you. You know, you too can protect. So sometimes a woman has a stronger personality. That's fine, but can he do the other responsibilities of a husband? In fact, can he lead? You know, can he also provide? Can he do some things? That's what you need to be bothered about. Okay, and counseling can also help you if you're unsure. Pascal, do you know when to move on from a girl you are proposing love to? Do you have to push for her to like you back or move in or move on if she is uncertain? Ha ha ha. Dan, she has answered you. You just don't like the answer. See, guys, women like marriage. So if a woman is saying she's thinking about it, if a woman is saying she's taking long, she doesn't like you. It's as simple as that. Women like marriage. One of the area women are most impatient in this world is relationship. They want to, they most times if you leave them, they will propose. They will marry the man. They will even drag the man to wedding on horseback. They will drag him, get boys to drag him to wedding. Women want to marry. So if a woman is reluctant, for me, that's a bad sign. That's a bad sign. It means she either has somebody else she's hoping she will agree, or she doesn't like you at all. And those two things are not great. So yes, there are a few times when maybe a lady needs more convincing, but once you put in a little effort here and there, she's still not budging. My brother, move quickly, move quickly, move quickly. You need somebody that also likes you. I don't know. Is that people don't understand this? It's a two-way thing. So your own love is not enough. Your love can't help make marriage work. The person too must be vibing, feeling. My pastor wasn't the first girl I liked, though. No, there were other people I felt. No, I didn't date them, but people that I saw from a I felt, this girl looks nice, and I wanted to get close. I wasn't toasting them. I wasn't asking them out because I didn't know them. I just liked them for this. I just said, okay. I just want to talk some more. How you doing? So then the kind of cold shoulder they gave me, the kind of body language they gave me, I knew I'm not going to push. I don't even believe in toasting. I believe in more of presenting your case. That's what I believe more in. Not one person cajoling the other. To do what? Do you know where we're going? I can't beg you. You must want to go. It's far. It's a far journey. You must want to go. I can present the journey that if you go with me, we'll buy banana in Oreo. If you go with me, we'll stop at Bell. What's the place we eat Amala in Ibadan?
Amala Sky.
If you follow me, we go stop Amala Sky, we go chop Amala. That's what you do in its presentation. You do. You don't convince somebody to go on the journey of marriage because that journey is long, hard, tough. The person must want to go with you. So you present your case. We'll go Ibadan Sky, we'll go buy banana for it. Then we'll go stop for Abuja, eat suya. That's where they go. The person will say, okay, looks like the journey is going to be interesting. And that's it. The person must want to go. What are the best ways of handling finances in marriage? It's a full long story. In fact, I'm doing a series next month titled Power, Money, and Sex, and I have a video on our YouTube channel again that deals with finances that will help you. All right, because it's a long story, I can get into here. Your advice is for a 20-year-old lady whose mom hates acquirable men. I'm currently dating one. And my guy's mom hates Benin girls. I'm from Benin. Should such a relationship continue or should it end? Well, you guys should first get a neutral party to hear you out. Get a pastor, counselor, or somebody to hear both of you out first. I always say if your biological parents don't agree, what are your spiritual parents saying? All right. God puts different authority figures in your life. In the mouth of two or three witnesses, every word is established. If your physical parents and your spiritual parents don't agree, then that's a bad sign. That's a bad sign. But if your spiritual parents support you, then they will help you guide you through convincing and talking to your parents. Okay. So let's start from there. Okay. Your parents might have their reason for it. Like I told you, most people that are old, that are 55 and above or thereabout, they have tribe issues because they grew up in a time when tribe issues was real. Do you understand? So they're not wrong. It's just that their point of view is a bit outdated. It's like saying, you know, it's like saying when we're young, you have to just study medicine or law. Today, that's not true. It was true then, but now that's not true. So you need to know. I'm seeing so many people retracting their message. What happened to your message? Why did you retract it? Okay, where are we, Gideon? Uh,
This one.
please, what's your thought on provision by the man in a relationship or marriage? Should it be from in the form of, say, an allowance or just random provision of money? That's not what relationship is about. No, the provision comes from work. Deb, provision comes from work. So go get a job. That's how provision comes. So if there's no man, won't you provide for yourself? Won't you take care of yourself? What if you're a single mom? What if you marry and the man dies or he divorces you? Debbie, don't depend on any man. Provision comes by getting a job and it comes from God. All right? You look up to the hills from whence cometh our help. It's come from God. So don't depend on a man. I tell ladies that all the time. Don't depend on that. Let a man take care of you because he wants to, not because he needs to. So don't ladies, don't do that to yourself. I've taught you this over and over again. I'm saying this because I've been here a long time. I've seen ladies that married a man like that and went to sit down cute. Only this man will take care of me. 10 years into marriage, 4 kids after, or 12 years into the marriage, 4 kids after, 3 kids after. The man, for no reason or for some flimsy reason, leaves the marriage. I can't count though. In this our Nigeria that I'm in, I cancel. I see these cases. This woman has lived 12 years, 15 years not doing anything reasonable because she has a provider, and the man walks out. Sometimes the man dies, and you see this pretty lady for the first time learning how to walk. It's more difficult learning how to provide for yourself when you have 3 kids. It's more difficult. It's now you will learn financial discipline and sense. It's now I see them trying to sell real estate, trying to sell hair, trying to sell different things. You should have started that from day one. Always make your own money. Every lady here, go and get my book titled 7 Things I Badly Want to Tell Women. All the ladies here, please go get it. Order it on Amazon or send us a message, we'll get it. Please. So no man is your provider. All right. It's not even biblical. It's cultural. And let me tell you why it was sponsored in culture. You must understand. It's not biblical. There's nowhere in scripture where they say the man has to provide for you. All right. The only scripture people quote to back that up is not, it wasn't talking about marriage at all. It's in 1 Timothy 5:8. They say, oh, he that does not provide for his house is worse than an infidel. That's not what the Bible was saying. The Bible was saying, if any man or woman, if you read verse 16 of the same verse, if any man or woman does not provide for his own widow, so they were talking about widows. That had nothing to do with husband and wife scenario. Okay. So it's pushed culturally because the men wanted the freedom and the authority to control their homes. All right. Men always want control and respect. This is why those village days, old days, older men married younger girls. Because number one, when you are more advanced than her in age, you're also more advanced than her in life. So the respect is easier from her end. That's why people didn't marry their mates so much that time. If you check most of your parents, is you see 15-year gaps, you see 12-year gaps, you see even 20-year gaps. Why? Because the men needed to be advanced more in life. So they marry a way younger girl. They can control the girl, they can manipulate the girl, then they are richer than the girl. It helps their control. If they want to marry second wife, that girl is too young to tell them they can marry second wife. And many of you do not know, polygamy is still going on heavily in Nigeria. Heavily. It's not just official. Because all it takes to marry another wife in Nigeria is traditional wedding. I hope you know. You don't even have to tell your first wife. You just go to somewhere else and do it and rent on that house. So you need to understand the terms and conditions of how these things work. So this cultural thing of a guy providing is because guys want total control. That's what they're looking for. It's not because they want to take care of you. If you are powerless economically, then you have no choice to obey them 100%. And you must never put yourself in that position. You must honor your husband because you respect him and you want to honor him, not because you can't survive. So they always share the story. If you want to travel to the UK and your husband says sit down there, if you don't have money to travel, that's not submission. Because you couldn't go. It's when you have your money to travel and your husband says no, don't go anywhere, and you stay. That's submission. You could have gone, but you put your power under his own. So I hope that was useful. I'll do like 3 or 4 more before we go. I just wanted to spend time with you guys today a bit. Pascal, do you know when to? Okay, I've answered that now. I've answered that. Is that all? We're finished. Okay, we have some more. You're saying engage in other things and expect what you prefer. Okay, I caught my 15-year-old younger sister sleeping with a boy. 15 is younger. Report. She's too young for you to be protecting her this early. Report if you want to report. There's nothing there. Report to make her raise alarm. Raise alarm. She's too young for 15. She's too young. Yeah. What's the next question? Okay, after a breakup, let's say from an engagement, is it compulsory to ask for your ring back? Obi, you are a businessman. You're a businessman. How is shop? How is your shop? In where do you have shop? Is it in Alaba? To be honest, Giovi, I've personally supervised the return and sale of many rings in my lifetime. To be honest with you, There are times maybe a guy wastes the girl's time, maybe he has given her ring, waste her time. When they break up, the girl will just be so frustrated. Say, look, so that you won't lose all through. We have one advocate that buys jewelry. So he'll be wanting to hook you up with the guy, send his number, he'll buy the jewelry and return some money. So you won't lose all through. So I get you. I get you. Collect your ring, but it's not compulsory, but it's not also against the law. So it depends on if you're a big boy, you can leave it. If you just want to tidy things, you can collect it. Anyhow, but I have supervised the collection and sale. Sometimes we don't return the person that they wasted her time just goes to sell the ring and get some money back. Sometimes the guy collects back. But I'm a middleman. You just find me commission 10% of the sale. How long should a proper relationship last for marriage? It's not fixed. But anywhere between 1 year and 1.5 years, I think is fine for adults these days. Most time people date for long, 2, 3 years. It means they started when they were not ready. That's what happens. Because I think it's too tempting to be dating for long, to be in a courtship for long. I just feel, imagine if your best food is beans and plantain, and you're going to be in this room with beans and plantain for 1.5 years, and they say you not eat it. Just wait for 1.5 years. Nobody just needs that stress. Nobody needs that stress. All right. So for those that are watching, please don't forget we have our UK tour coming up. If you know anybody in the UK, that um, that you know will benefit, invite anybody at all. Please invite them. Our UK tour is October 27th all the way to November 5th or 6th. We're going to 5 cities: London, Birmingham, Manchester, Scotland, and Ireland. So please tell anybody, let them come out. To be a great blessing, right? To be a blessing. So please tell them you get the tickets and our books are available on Amazon. Just type my name on Amazon. You see our books or Pastor Mudra's name. This is not my main page. This is a Q&A page. But so please subscribe. If you have not subscribed, subscribe right now. Subscribe because we do Q&As here and we post Q&As videos here that are very nice and very helpful. You can, for yourself or for your friends. Our friends always ask you questions and things like that. So it's a good page, short and sharp question and answer. So you post them here, and I do these lives here too from time to time. So please subscribe immediately if you have not subscribed. Subscribe now before you leave. All right. And then we have other pages. There's Kingsley Okonkwo. That's my main page. That has close to 500,000 subscribers. So if you have not subscribed to that, to subscribe to that. Because that one will post longer videos and all that there. Then we have Mildred Kingsley Okonkwo. That's my wife's page too. Very good page. Very good content. Then we have LDM with PK. That's our official ministry page too. A lot of great content. Then we have Kingsley and Mildred Okonkwo clips. So these are short clips. Then we have Wholesome Sexuality, the one that deals with sex. So please subscribe to all these channels. They'll be a blessing to you. So thank you guys. It was nice. Gideon, we're done. I think we're done. It was nice. Is there another one? It was nice hanging out with you guys. How do I flee from flirtatious acts? I'm a divorcee, and after my first marriage, I can't trust a man, and it makes me fling a lot. I've really. Sorry, it has gone. There you go, Gideon. That question. Have you reached the end? Let me see. So this is okay. Okay. I'm not saying you have to stay in one place. Which one do you want to answer?
I'm trying to find out one.
Okay, don't worry. Don't worry if you can't find it. All right. So thank you guys. I hope this was I have a guy that is older than me with 16 years. Is he ideal for us or marriage as scared of age gap? I need to know more information about why he's older than you. Ordinarily, age should not be a problem. You know, we have a video like that, how age affects relationship shouldn't be a problem. But sometimes when a guy wants to marry way below him, or a woman wants to marry way above her age, sometimes another issue. She's looking for her dad. He's looking for somebody he can control totally. So sometimes that happens. All right. Whenever I see a very mature man, 50, 80, 48, wants to marry one baby, he usually looking for his daughter, looking for his mom, looking for somebody he can control. So sometimes it can be a bad sign. So we need more information. Pastor, what's your take on a potential partner making 5 times your income? She's a seven-figure earner, but you are in a lower six figures. It's about whether she really loves you. Sometimes these women just love marriage and they're looking for the willing participant. It's not you they like. But if she likes you, my brother, you will enjoy that her seven figure. I'm married to a woman that does well financially, so I eat her money a lot. A lot. But you see, I'm not broke too. So we work together. So if she loves you, no big deal. If she just loves marriage, it can be a problem when she feels she can control you, she feels you can talk to her. So those are the things you look for. Who is she as a person? Does she like you? I figure as long as it doesn't matter if the relationship itself is good. All right. And if you two are going to pull your weight in terms of providing for her, not just when I'm providing, I don't mean financially, really loving her the way she wants to be loved, being accountable and being helpful and all those things. So all right. So thank you guys. It was nice hanging out with you guys. So see you next time. We'll do this from time to time. It depends on the weekends I'm free. We just take some tough questions like this and crack them as fast as we can. All right. So I hope this was helpful. Please, like I said, subscribe everybody and subscribe to our other channels. UK people, see you in all the events in the UK. We're coming to Ireland also. Ireland. So if you're in Ireland, if you know anybody in Ireland, please tell them, let them come out. Then this month October, this next month October, if you are interested in being a family life coach or counselor or therapist, please, we also have a conference for you. It's also holding in Lagos, Abuja, and London for those that have flair for family life, you know, issues. So please register for that and to be a blessing to you also. All right. So thank you guys. I'm gonna sign up now. All right. God bless.